the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Giants ready to go to work on offense, and leading them out, their third-year quarterback from Duke, Daniel Jones.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And Ingram holds it in. And he will have a Giants first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. A first down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd and 8 coming up. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph.
So they give up the completion there. But defensively, Charles, you're going up against a quarterback here who's had some moments, but really a lot of ups and downs in the early part of his career. What's the plan against a guy like this?
Well, you want to rattle him first and foremost. Bring some people at him, a couple extra guys in the pocket, see if he can handle it. The second thing, you want to make him think. Show him one look, go to another, disguise a few things, make him throw into what you call your defensive traps, and try and make some good plays on the ball and get a few takeaways.
And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. And Gano's kick is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. And let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Play action. It's Hill. Steps away. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And got his man complete. A big-time play there for New Orleans.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. O'Shane Ximines. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here's Hill. Being chased out left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Here's Hill. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. 4th down. Hill remains on the field as they'll go for it. They snap it on 4th to Hill. Looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Jones now on 1st and 10. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Back to throw. Jones. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Open man right side is Ingram. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Back to throw again. And his throw is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Marquez Callaway deep for New Orleans. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Hill's throw caught here by Metcalf. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 33. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now Jones on 1st down. This one goes out wide for Barkley. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And folks, this is a 67-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Sterling Shepard, 77 yards. And the Giants on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 10-7. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Spotlight. Turning back to Taysom Hill as he trots out with his offense. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff to Hunt running left. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're going for it. It's Hill. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Jones. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the turn.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
about the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past
it. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. And it would appear he's going to be short of a 1st down as he stopped right around the 29. Here comes the Saints punter now. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll keep it on the ground. Herbert, and he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Hill now to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hill dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the air now with Hill, eluding the pressure right. Oh, he pulls over it. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Obviously, a big play was needed. And you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a 1st down, but a big gain to boot.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 3 yards down. Herbert. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Hill looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down 13-7, and time a huge factor. Their perfect start to the season in jeopardy unless they can score here as they've got it 1st and 10. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give right side. Herbert, and there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Add that one to the good run tally right there. He's been strong throughout this game, and there's no reason to suggest he's going to slow down in the 4th quarter at all. And that's exactly what they need him to do. Keep churning out 1st downs.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Herbert. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding 2nd half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire 2nd half.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. Hill sliding out of the pocket. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. One last throw here for Hill. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Well, Charles, an absolutely thrilling finish there at the end, down to the final play. Got it close to the goal line, but couldn't punch it in.
How much fun was that ending, though, for us.
We were
right?
standing up.
I had to. You had to get out of your seat for that one. That close to the goal line, oh, that was fun.
So for the Giants, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys.